Savage Avengers issue number 2 from Marvel Comics. And I gotta say, I am loving the hell out of this series so far. I mean, we're only 2 issues in, but it's been a pretty damn good 2 issues. A lot of fighting, a lot of action, a lot of machismo going on. I mean, this series is basically just dripping with machismo. So, yeah, let's get into it. So I don't know why we have this cover, because this cover doesn't make any sense for this issue. This makes more sense for issue number 1, because in issue number 1 we actually had a fight between Conan and Wolverine. So basically, I guess I'll give a quick summary of issue number 1, as much as I can. So in the Savage Land, there's this evil cult, and they're trying to collect the blood of like the greatest everything, like the greatest artists, the greatest warriors, greatest minds. They're basically trying to gather this blood and fill up this pool so that they can summon this creature, this entity that lives beyond Pluto. So it kind of has almost like a Lovecraftian feel to it. Conan, apparently he was transported to the Savage Lands after helping out the Avengers. I'm assuming that's from another event. I don't know. Anyways, he met up with Wolverine, who was looking for his buddy, Dr. Voodoo, who I am not familiar with. They had a brief fight, but then they realized that, they're kind of not working towards the same goal. But Conan's trying to find this medallion, and Wolverine's just trying to help his friend. And they have the same enemy, so they're like, you know what, we don't need to fight each other, and they kind of went their separate ways. And yeah, that's kind of it. So we kind of start off with a brief backstory of not the leader, but kind of the second in command of this cult, who's a Nazi in World War II. And during a dogfight, his plane went through a portal and he ended up in the Savage Land, where he met Kulan Goth. I think that's how you pronounce it. This guy right here, he's the leader of this cult. And it's through him that he's trying to summon. Him and his group are trying to summon the demon. And he basically tells this guy that, I'll grant you power and all that stuff. All you gotta do is obey me. And the Nazi does. And then, yeah, we cut to Wolverine, where the Nazi, now looking like this, has slashed the throat of Dr. Voodoo and basically bled him into the giant bowl. And then he sends off the Hand to take on Wolverine. So working with this cult is the Hand, and then they don't really say it, but there's people from, I believe, Egypt, Japan. There was another country I can't remember. And as well as people from the Hyborian age, from Conan's time. So Wolverine is like fighting off the Hand, and in the middle of the fight, he basically cuts open his hand, bleeds some of his blood into Dr. Voodoo, hoping that maybe the I forgot what the ability that he has in his blood to regenerate himself might be able to help Dr. Voodoo. And we also get this pretty badass scene where Wolverine like cuts open his chest, basically kind of reveals his heart and then starts squeezing it, trying to get his heart pumping. And all this is happening in the middle of a fight with a Hand. So, like I said, this is like just basically like super like machismo, just like this series is just like pumped full of testosterone. It's pretty badass, I gotta say. And I'm loving the artwork. The artwork in this has been really, really good. Like, this is freaking amazing. There's another cool badass scene. Even the coloring is really, really good. Like, even this. Like, this is just so simple, but just the fact that, like, the way the color is, because, like, the sun is beating down, so everything's kind of desaturated. Like, it looks awesome. But yeah, there's like a cooler scene that anyone who saw the thumbnail, that I'll get to that. So yeah, Conan basically sneaks into the castle, and this is what he wants. He wants the medallion, and it's resting on the leader of this cult. And the leader grabs Conan's hand and is basically about to smite him when Conan notices this jar nearby, and he smashes it, and it releases venom, or at least the symbiote. I believe this is Venom symbiote. I don't know why this symbiote is separated. Kind of stayed away from Marvel, just because Marvel has been really terrible the past few years. But I will say that the few series that I've been picking up from Marvel have actually been really freaking good. Black Widow was amazing. I'm reading Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'm really, really enjoying that. Um, this Savage Avengers has been really, really good. So I've heard really good stuff about Venom. I still got to get around to Venom. I haven't been able to yet. But if we see more of this stuff from Marvel, then I can see Marvel making a turnaround real quick. They need more stuff like this. So from I think the cover of the first Savage Avengers kind of spoiled the team, but from what I gathered, the team seems to be Venom, Conan, Wolverine, the Punisher, Elektra, and Doctor Voodoo. And I gotta say, that sounds like a pretty badass team. Like, I'm not all that familiar with Doctor Voodoo, but I mean, if he has some kind of voodoo powers or something, that seems pretty badass. I mean, Elektra is awesome. Wolverine is, I mean, he's freaking Wolverine. He's badass. Freaking love the Punisher. Punisher's one of my favorite characters of all time. Venom is pretty badass in his own right. You got freaking Conan the Barbarian. So this is looking like a really badass team that I'm really looking forward to. I'm hoping this isn't like a mini series, because it seems like, and this was the panel I was talking about, where yeah, Wolverine just gets shot up to hell by a bunch of arrows and freaking katana in his chest, and he just continues fighting. And there's a little bit more. I'm not gonna get to it because I don't want to spoil. But basically, we're introduced to our next member of the Savage Avengers, which I'm kind of sure you can guess who it is based off of the names I just mentioned. But yeah, I'm hoping this isn't a mini-series, because it seems like anytime I get interested in anything from Marvel lately, it turns out to be a mini-series. So I'm hoping that that's not the case, but I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. This seems like a team like they're not gonna make for too long. It seems like maybe it's gonna be like a little mini series. I'm hoping it's not though. But yeah, this series has been badass so far. It's only 2 issues, but it's a damn good 2 issues. Lot of action, lot of just testosterone, lot of just machismo. Like this is basically like Marvel's been nothing lately. Like the past few years, it's just been just like a bunch of just like soy laden comics, and I think this is basically where all the testosterone went. Like all the testosterone from over the years, Marvel's just been saving it up, and they put it all into this series, because this series has just been freaking amazing. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Badass, amazing art. Freaking loving the characters. I mean, I like I said, like I think this is gonna be a badass team. Artwork is awesome. A lot of action scenes. Cool story so far. I mean, you got these badass warriors joining together to take on a cult trying to summon an alien, Lovecraftian like demon god from beyond Pluto. Like, what about that does not sound awesome? So yes, I recommend this. Freaking amazing. Hopefully, we get a lot more issues to go. I'm hoping this isn't going to be a miniseries. I have a feeling it is, but I haven't looked it up myself. But I'm hoping it's not. But if it is, I'm hoping it's like a freaking long-ass miniseries. I mean, if Tom King can get 9 issues for his shitty Heroes in Crisis, and 12 issues for his garbage Mr. Miracle, then hopefully, Savage Avengers can get that amount as well, even though I know it's 2 different companies, but still. So yeah, highly recommend it. Really great. Freaking love it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notification. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Feel free to comment down below. Hey, if you guys have been reading this, let me know what you guys think. If you guys haven't, does this video make you guys wanna read it? Are there any other Marvel stuff that you guys recommend? I know Spider-Man, I guess, is supposed to be really good. The one by Nick Spencer. I've heard Venom has actually been really good as well. Anything else that I haven't mentioned? Like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy has been really good, great as well. Highly recommend that too. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.